Feet on the earth, hearts in the moment. Let's begin. Oh, there's your feedback.
Oh, hello, Stephanie.
Hello.
I'm ready.
I'm
Now I'm ready.
so jealous of your
I got
your
my
hat.
hat. I got my hat.
Brenda has a beautiful hat today. Beautiful witch's hat.
I ordered it from Etsy, like, I don't know, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I actually ordered a black one, but then I gave the black one to my granddaughter, and I ordered myself a gray one because I thought I really mostly wear gray.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I don't know, I think that's kind of my color as I'm here today in all black. I got my Salem Witches shirt.
Nice.
One of them. I got a couple, but this one I got.
Nice.
So
I'm wearing my
Auntie Lizzie.
Yep. Auntie Lizzie shirt.
Coffee.
Yeah. The coffee shop.
So it was a year ago that we went to the New England show and spent the night at Auntie Lizzie's. Yeah. Spent the day wandering about Salem. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
This year you didn't go
Yeah.
to New England, but my husband went with, and we drove, and we went to Canada.
Yeah.
And we went to Niagara Falls. And if you get an opportunity to do Niagara Falls from the Canadian side, it is much prettier on the Canadian side. You see the entire falls on the Canadian side, where when you're on the American side, you kind of see it from an angle. So I'm from the Canada side, you see the whole full-on falls. So it's beautiful. We had I think I told you this, we had a fire alarm in our hotel at like midnight. So that was stressful. But all was well. We survived. We had a not great meal. Very, very disappointing meal. Very overpriced and under quality. I actually sent a review to both I think Open Table was where I made the reservation through, and the restaurant itself. Because it was so disappointing.
Yeah.
And we like food. We like to eat. We like good food, and we don't mind paying for good food, but yeah. So that was, it was embarrassingly expensive
and not good.
And not good.
That's bad.
But I will say, on our way back, we stopped at Lilydale, New York, which is a community of mediums and spiritualists. It's an off season. I didn't really know they had an off season, but they have an off season. So usually in their peak season, they do events, like they'll have gatherings and stuff and do, group readings. So when we were there was nobody there, but we walked through their woods that are really peaceful. And so I would recommend, if you can get there, look it up, Lilydale. You can get a reading if you want. You can reserve a reading. And I think they do readings all year long if you reserve them. But we did that, and then we stopped in just outside of Cleveland for the night, and we had a meal it was called Salmon Dave's, and that was awesome.
Good.
Oh yeah, that was very good. Very good. And it's funny because I looked it up online, and I found it through this No Frills Seafood. It had like 9 or something different restaurants listed in that area. So that one was closed. So we picked that one, and we walk in, and there's tablecloths and cloth napkins, and we're in t-shirts and because we're just driving. And I'm like, are we underdressed? And she's like, oh no, come on in. And there were other people there in t-shirts and stuff, but it doesn't look like it would be that kind of, it looks like it's going to be dressy, fancy. But yeah, that food that was great. So that definitely was good. Now at least we can end this trip on a high.
That's
so
awesome. Yeah. Speaking of really good food,
yes,
I finally got to try out the Asiana.
Downtown. Yeah.
We went there last night.
Okay. Yeah, I was there with Carrie.
So yeah.
What'd you get?
Well, so we got some fried oyster mushrooms, which were delicious appetizers. And then I got the bibimbap, which is the cold noodles, because I had some in Korea and it was so good, but I didn't get to enjoy it as much because I was super nauseous from the plane trip. And it was literally the first night. And so it tasted good. It's like the spicy cold noodle. It tasted really good, but in that moment, I could not handle the texture.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Okay. Because it's cold noodles, and that's just weird. But it's so good, and so I finally got to have some more. yeah, that made me very happy. And actually, I went with my dad and stepmom and John, and everybody liked that one,
Nice.
which I did not expect. And then,
I'm gonna call your dad. I'm gonna have to get my own hookup.
yeah. So the problem is that my hookup is also low.
Yeah.
Like he's running out of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he is. He's got 2 orders like coming.
Good for
It's
him.
just taking a
Yeah.
long time, and now he has to. They discontinued the bottles he was using, and so now he's having them basically make like a bottle for him, basically.
Sure.
So they're doing the mold and stuff for it right now. But yeah, it's low.
That's all right. I understand. If you don't want to share, I get it.
I can give you 1 bottle, but I will
I was
share.
promised, and I got cream soda instead.
Yeah, I promise to share as much as I can
No,
when
it's
I
okay.
have.
And I will buy it too. Like
Oh yeah,
just
great.
no, I know that, but like I mean, I have no problem buying good root
Yeah.
beer either. It's my guilty pleasure because otherwise I don't drink soda.
Yeah,
So the only thing besides water is coffee, but then I'll have an occasional, root beer is kind of like a
Yeah.
treat. If I go out to eat, I'll have root beer.
yeah. I love root beer.
Yeah. No tequila shots.
Not tequila shots.
Chocolate martinis.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, so yeah, we had the food there, and then John got the spiny cork, which is their like specialty, and it was so good.
I can't remember what I got when we were there. I'm weird about like stuff will appeal to me when I read it, and then I'll like order it, and it'll be like, oh, this is not what I thought it was going to be. And
Yeah.
I'm like disappointed, or I don't like it, and so then I get real weird about like I'm like, I can't order anything because I'm gonna not like it. I don't want to eat it, and that would be rude too. So I try to go to something like very, very safe. So I
Yeah.
think I can't remember what it was called, but it was just like a breaded chicken.
Yeah.
And it was great. What else? We did have an appetizer, I think. I can't remember what it was, but it was like, I feel like I could go back here and try something
Yeah.
now.
Well, if you ever want to go back there and try,
Okay.
I will gladly.
You'll go and
Yeah. They also had soju.
Twist your arm.
No, I will definitely not have a problem going back. It was amazing. Yeah, and it's kind of a lot of Asian cuisines, but I believe the owner is actually Korean.
Okay. Well, when I go to California, we get a lot of really good, very authentic meals there.
It's really hard to get. I've been impressed though with Racine now that I've been searching a little more.
Yeah.
We still haven't found a good Chinese place that we like. Been very disappointing, and it's hard to find like a sushi place.
Yeah.
And Indian.
I found,
but there's so many other
there's
ones.
others.
There's
right.
like we have Jamaican. There's 2 Jamaican places. There's one downtown that's more fancy, and there's the Spanish place. And then we have
the Pakistani. Is it Pakistani?
It's Pakistani,
and
which that's been you're talking about is it Kit Kat?
Oh, Chit Chat? No, actually, I'm talking about, I don't know if it's Pakistani. Kebab.
Oh, I haven't tried kebab yet.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
But Chit Chat's Pakistan.
Okay.
That's about as close to Indian as we've gotten. They're very similar.
Have you ever been to India?
No.
Okay, I haven't either. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because, I don't know. Like, I've been to Mexico. Well, I've been over the border in Mexico. Like, I haven't been, like, off the Mexico or anything like that. But, like, that was the first time I had ever had, like, what we call a street taco, was when we were over the border. And I thought, my gosh, what have I been eating?
Yeah.
All this time? Because this is amazing. And this is not what I've been eating. And since then, we've found different taco trucks that we've been pleased with.
Yeah.
And then, so we've been going to this one taco truck close to the house, and I was getting their chicken nachos, which is just, it's just loaded and everything. But I think the last 2 times we got it, the chips were so stale that we had to run to the store and buy chips.
Yeah.
To actually, which is like, that is not.
Yeah.
So we were going to go there the other day, And I'm like, no, we've been so disappointed, but I thought, all right, well, maybe I'll just get something else. We have chips at home if but then we ended up going to there's a little place we had gone to years ago. It was under a different name and we really enjoyed it. It was just kind of a breakfasty place. Well, we stopped there because it was like, hey, do you want to go there? So we went there and it was just not.
Yeah.
It was again, it was so disappointing. It's like, damn it. Damn it. You know, Racine used to have so many restaurants.
Yeah.
We used to have I mean, there were restaurants everywhere.
Well, like I
And
said, I know there's not as many, but we've been very pleased
Good.
with the variety
that's
here.
good.
Even though, and we were very upset at first that we can't get good Indian or just sushi. Like there's places that have like some sushi, but we
Yeah.
want like a sushi place.
So there is a place in Kenosha.
Oh
that-
yeah, we know about that one.
Okay, well, there's a few places, so I don't know if it's the same one. Ono, Sushi
Yeah.
Ono, I think. That's good.
Yeah.
My only problem is that when you go to sushi places, they bring you a whole roll, and I want to try different, but I can't eat a whole roll by myself, and I'm certainly not going to eat multiple rolls by
Yeah.
myself. So I want to find a place where I can try different sushis. Now there is a place called Sushi Bay
Yeah.
that I haven't been to, but I hear that that's what they do. Like you just
Yeah.
get, like you
John and I
sit
just
inside.
like
But I've heard
we buy a few rolls
right, and I haven't heard good
and
things.
share them.
Well, see, Sam's not that into sushi. So again,
Well,
so maybe
yeah, you're gonna come with me and John.
okay. So there you
We'll
go. Okay, that's fair.
get
I mean,
variety.
he'll eat sushi.
Yeah.
It's just it's
Not
not.
gonna eat. We fucking love sushi.
Yeah, see, I do too. It's funny because I remember trying sushi years ago and not liking it and being a little put off of it. And then never going back because oh no, I don't like it. Well, then my daughter Alex that lives in Madison took me to a place up there for sushi and oh my god, it was like
It's like,
and
oh,
all of
this
a
is
sudden I'm
actually
like,
really
okay,
good.
now I know I do like sushi. It's just a matter of finding which ones I like because they're
Yeah.
different. And I don't know all the different sauces that they use. I know I'm good with spicy mayo.
Mm-hmm.
But there's several that I'm like, no, too spicy.
Yeah.
I can't do that ginger they put on the plate that they always give you. It's like, yeah, no. And Sam, oh my God, one time I got sushi and I from the grocery store even, but it's good. It was actually, it's good. It's from Festival. They have a guy that does the sushi
Yeah.
so it's a good sushi. And when you get it fresh, at least I don't usually get it if it's been sitting, but if I get it fresh, then it's good. But anyways, so I ate the sushi roll and then Sam's like, oh, what's this? And he was like, oh shit. Like, yeah, no shit. Don't eat that whole thing. What's wrong with you?
The ginger.
Yeah, it's like that's not what you're I mean, you can eat it, but
Yeah.
you don't want to put that whole thing in your mouth.
Yeah, I don't really do the ginger. I will if I used it sometimes when I have a really spicy roll, and then I'll eat a piece of ginger, and that kind of like calms the spice a little.
I don't know. I think it
So
fucking makes it worse, but whatever. What do I know?
yeah. So we just spent the whole opening talking about food. One more thing about
That's
food.
okay.
This Saturday for John and his two best friends, it's their birthday, so they're coming up here to hang out with it, and we've got a reservation at Sebastian's.
Oh,
Excited to go to Sebastian's.
okay. They're supposed I've never been.
Yeah. For anybody who wants to know, Sebastian's is a supper club
Yeah.
local to here, and they are really good.
Yeah, I've never been to Sebastian's.
You should try it. I also have a thing for supper clubs.
Yeah.
We love supper.
I have a friend of mine after she retired, that was something she was gonna try to travel around the state and just go to supper clubs, which I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot there's a
anytime-
lot of stuff in this state that we just don't even know about. I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere.
We don't
There's
appreciate.
right.
Yeah.
There's hidden gems everywhere, right?
Yeah. Whenever like we travel with like my dad and stepmom and stuff, whenever we're traveling in Wisconsin, we always stop at a local supper club.
You just keep looking to make sure everything is still
Yep.
recording. All right. Okay.
But yeah, so we always
Yeah.
try to make sure we check out a new supper club.
We
every
went to
time.
one in Madison with the kids
Yeah.
last year when my dad's back in town now. He's home. He had a nightmare trip. They sat on the tarmac in Chicago for more than 2 hours before they let him off the plane. Excuse me. Yeah. So then I called him because my brother was picking him up because I usually have something going on Mondays. When I came home Monday night, he wasn't there. And I'm like, he should be home. So I reached out to my brother who was at the bus stop. Because so what he does is he flies into Chicago. It's international. He flies into Chicago. Then he gets a bus from Chicago that brings him to the mobile gas station on the interstate. And then we pick him up at the gas station. And it's about an hour, on the bus. And I've picked him up in Chicago before. And I'm like, you know what? If you're willing to take the bus, take the bus. Because it's a freaking nightmare getting in and out of O'Hare. So I'm like, where is he? So I call him. Well, then I get, and the phone's ringing and ringing and ringing. Probably gets damn big phone on. He finally answers. And of course he's talking Dutch. And I'm just like, English, where are you? And then he's like, you could tell he was moving. He like just got off the plane, but he said, I'm just going to get a hotel. Which is like, wow, really? You're going to get a hotel? Okay. I'm going to get a hotel and then I'll come in the morning. Like, okay, just call me. And so, I thought about, well, I could just go down and get him. But then I thought, you know what? I'm sure he's tired. He's been up now for, I don't know, 20 some hours. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he's tired. So let him sleep. So I call my brother. I'm like, yeah, you don't have to stay at the bus stop anymore. He's not coming. And so then the next morning he's calling me before I don't even think I was awake. I think I seen I missed a call from him when I woke up. And it was like 7 or before 7 in the morning. And then but then he left me a message and just said he was going to call my brother to pick him up, but he was ready to come home. He never left the airport. He tried to get a hotel and apparently all the hotels were booked. And so yeah, well, apparently there's a lot of people that were kind of stranded. So he which I don't know if that's true.
I know
don't know.
there's a government shutdown. So
Oh yeah,
it's
so yeah,
probably
oh yeah,
with all of that.
oh yeah. I'm sure it doesn't help. So he ended up staying. And my
They're
dad
gonna if I
doesn't
ever
sleep,
yeah
so he sat awake all night in the fucking airport. Like, you should have called. We would have come and got you.
they would end up having to call the police if I was in an airplane stuck on a
Oh,
for 2
you'd be going crazy. I might too.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I would lose my shit. Like they would have to like tackle me down and tie me to a chain.
Well, especially if you've already been on the plane for 8 hours because it's an international flight,
Yeah.
9 hours,
Just
whatever.
in general.
Yeah.
I already don't want to be on that plane.
Right.
Why are you making me sit here?
Yeah. I don't get it. But whatever. He's home now.
And most of the time when they're just sitting there, they don't have like air conditioning and shit.
Right. You start getting sweaty and stinky and yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, he's home now. He walked in the house and he said, I'm gonna lay down and I'm tired. And I thought, okay, good. And I said, okay, but I did make coffee because he drinks coffee all day. Oh, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. He stayed up all day. He should have been asleep. Should have been asleep. But he did go to bed early. So he was in bed 8 o'clock. It's early for him. And then my niece stopped over to see the kittens and she's like, where's Opa? And I'm like, he's in bed. We sent him to bed. He's been up too long.
Yeah.
He's home.
So I guess we should actually get into our actual episode. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the current moon phase and its energy. Since we were talking about moon phases. We are in the waning, I know that. Oops.
Oh, I turned my phone off.
Why would you do that?
Well, because I get all them stupid spam calls and
Waning moon. I know like 2 days ago it was the full moon.
waning gibbous.
Thank you.
And then it says, day when our reality, like a mirror, reflects our inner being, its thoughts and actions, and shows how we interact with others. It's really tiny. How we interact with others and how others see us. Day of partnership, justice, helping, healing, and help.
Okay. Well, interestingly enough, I said we should connect it to reflection and endings.
Oh,
that
how did
is
you
part
know?
of Samhain.
Woo! All right. Please say.
Uh, and I would just like to say, when I was working through this with ChatGPT, I had it read it aloud, and it does not know how to pronounce Samhain.
Oh, I'm not.
It was always Samhain.
Samhain. Yeah, I know.
And I know how to say it. I know it's Samhain, but every time I
Read it right. I know.
I'm like,
I did the
Samhain.
same
I'm like,
thing.
damn it.
Yeah, I
Um,
get it.
so yeah, Samhain marks the end of the harvest and the beginning of the dark half of the year. It is known as the witch's new year.
Yep.
The death and rebirth point of the cycle. And if
Oh.
Beltane is the full bloom of life, Samhain is the exhale, the return to the roots.
And what this little book says, it says, Samhain, long is the night, long are the shadows, the dead will rise on the eve of All Hallows. Samhain is the start of winter and marks the witch's new year, a time when the veil between the living and the dead is thinnest. Honor those who've passed, and you may consult them.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Yeah. Yeah, the veil is thin, I know, during this time.
Yep.
I have some history and facts about it. So Samhain originated in the ancient Celtic traditions.
It did.
Celebrated October 1st to November 1st.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the 4 Gaelic fire festivals. So there's Imbolc, Beltane,
Lugnash.
thank you, and Samhain.
And I'm not positive that's how to pronounce it either.
I think you're right, though. I've heard it before, and I could not make that connection of how to pronounce it from there. Marks the end of the summer, final harvest, and preparation for winter.
So do your canning, ladies and gentlemen.
I actually have to make some elderberry jam.
Do you need jars? I don't have big jars. Oh no, I do have a few little jars. We'll say big jars.
I think I have lots of jars. Now I got distracted from myself.
Sorry. During this liminal time.
During this liminal time, the veil between worlds thins. The ancestors and the spirits are honored. Communities built bonfires for protection and renewal.
First fires were rekindled from the sacred flame.
And I believe when they did the bonfires, it would be like up on hills. They would do bonfires, which is kind of interesting. And they have offerings of food and drink were left for ancestors and wandering spirits, which, this is like a Celtic one, but there are a lot of, if you think of like in words, Mexico, they have the Day of the Dead, which is it's a very similar type of situation. So like there's almost like a Samhain in every culture.
Well, there is, because
different.
it's the harvests, and so people celebrated it in different ways, and but it's kind of it's what's interesting is how similar they are, even though like these cultures, like you said, they're so far apart. Like you're talking about, Europe, and like specifically like the British Isles in Europe, the Celtic area, and Mexico, that are doing a lot of the same things at the same time of year. They don't know anything. They may not even know each other exists.
They just don't even know that they exist.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're all, it's all based on the moon phases and the the world or the sun. I
realized I should have looked into it. Because a lot of my research that I've done in like witchcraft, it comes like, because I like the historical stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of it comes from Celtic or Slavic, European, those cultures, because that's mainly where I'm from.
Right.
But I actually, because I was thinking about like, there's Day of the Dead, and I feel like I'm like, I wonder what they have in like Asian cultures.
Well, so that's a good question. That would be the only thing I know is like that the Chinese New Year, which starts, I believe, in February, right?
Yeah.
So their calendar's slightly different than our calendar, but I know there's some similarities. On the other hand, I mean, Samhain is this witch's new year. This is where, when the wheel of the year, this is where it starts. Whereas like in the Western world, we start January 1st is our new year.
Yeah.
It doesn't really tie in with anything because it's after Yule, and so it's kind of, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they have a mid-autumn festival,
Mhm.
but now I'm gonna have to research that more because I'm curious.
Good.
I have been doing some more research into like the like Asian cultures, like the magical because there's a lot of stuff that like
Oh, sure.
there too. Just because that's what I've been into recently.
No.
My latest obsession.
No. Are you autistic?
Just a little. So yeah.
At the top.
All right. So it was later Christianized into All Hallows Eve / Halloween because
Because
Christianity,
has to screw up everything.
yeah, which
Ruins
probably
everything.
honestly probably happened in a lot of the other cultures that we were just talking about with the same thing.
Yeah.
It all just got pulled into this All Hallows Eve Halloween thing.
Right.
Because they like so much of Christianity is just random things from different things, like
Oh, it is.
pagan
Absolutely.
cultures.
Absolutely. And it's ultimately, it's just, somebody came up and said,
They're like,
this,
look, this is the
this,
same.
but we're going to give it a little change so that it's ours.
Yeah.
Because gosh forbid we could just, share something and leave it the way it is. We
Yeah.
fuck it up. Change it.
Yeah.
So
So
they
yeah,
shifted the
it kind of
ancestor
shifted.
worship to prayers for the dead.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so much different.
Yeah, it really isn't. Because I mean, I'd rather worship my ancestors than pray for dead people.
Ugh.
Like, especially me as someone who doesn't like necessarily like I don't like believe in like a heaven or a hell
Right.
necessarily or any of that. Like they're
This
dead.
is hell.
Like they're dead.
Right.
What am I gonna pray for them for? Like, they're already dead. I can't change anything.
Yeah.
I'd rather just like I like the idea of worshiping better because it's like remembering. So, do you know how to pronounce that word?
I think it's Kalichi, but I'm not positive.
Okay. We're going to go with Kalichi, or the crone goddess, begins her winter reign, symbolizing wisdom, aging, and transformation. Divination was common for foreseeing the coming year, and the word Samhain means summer's end. So, yeah, just kind of bringing that summertime to a close.
Yep.
All the
And it's gotten chilly, so it's almost sweatshirt weather.
almost
Almost sweatshirt weather.
sometimes at night.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
But we've been having the windows open, getting a little cross breeze going, and love it. I've actually been like snuggled under the blankets.
Yeah.
My nose is cold, and it's like, oh, I like this.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
this. I'll still kick off the sheets for a little bit because I get hot, but it's nice that then I'm like, oh, I'm chilly and cuddling back under the.
Yep. No, we've had the windows open a lot too. So
My dad will
Only-
run around and close them because he's a weirdo like that.
the only issue with having our windows open is I have to then hear all of the Douglas noise.
Yeah, you're on a busy road.
That's one thing like I really miss about my old house is it was a pretty busy neighborhood and it was pretty loud. Like so like out front, yeah, it was loud and people were everywhere and stuff. But when we went to the backyard, there was trees, like big
Yeah.
trees.
It
And it
drains
like
out.
drowned it all out. And so it was so peaceful in our backyard. And I cannot get that here. Like there is no
Plant more trees.
I have some
You have space.
yeah, well, I am planning on putting in some more trees. I have my lilac bushes that I put in that are getting grown up now.
Yeah.
Because I want to put
still
like a little like an area to sit and I
Yeah.
wanted those around me
Oh,
basically.
me.
But I
I'm
think
not used to wearing a hat, so.
yeah. Next year because my friends they they're homeschooling their kid the
Yeah,
kids.
you were telling me about that.
And so they're going to next year probably do some planting. And they're like they were thinking about doing like a community garden
Yep.
thing and I'm like if you just want to do it in our yard, that's fine. Like,
So
I'm like,
did
I would love for you to do
Yeah.
that. And like, I'm not going to charge you for it.
Right.
I'm like, give me some food,
Right. Yeah.
you
If they want
know?
to do it.
But I think they're going to do like a little gardening back there. And I think I'm going to get more, I want more like fruit, like things that produce food.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
I want to do some like fruit trees and
Peaches are
bushes.
really tricky.
Yeah.
So we had a peach tree and it's so sad. I mean, we got peaches one year and I mean, just like a handful of peaches that, that were actually like edible. But we thought, okay, because we know it takes a few years for it to really come into bloom. And then I don't know what happened. Something got it and it rotted out and died. And
Yeah.
so Sam cut it down last year.
My
Really
dad has
sad.
peach trees.
Yeah, and if he's got them going, that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had neighbors that have had peach trees that have been amazing, so we're really excited about it. Even though I don't really like peaches that much. I like peaches, but like really likes peaches.
I
I
love
don't like
peaches.
peaches that much. But we were really excited about it, and then it just
You know what fruit I recently realized I liked is plums.
oh my god. So my daughter, one of the houses, they've been in different houses out in California. One of the houses they lived in, they had 4 fruit trees in the yard. One of them was lemon. Oh my god, they got so many freaking lemons. But they were awesome. But they had a plum tree and they were really yummy plums. But then they moved out of that house.
I wonder
in a
if I
different
could grow
house.
plums here. I also want to do like berry bushes.
You should get
I have the
you
elderberry
have
bush.
space. You should have a greenhouse.
That costs money.
Yeah, I know.
I did tell John that I would like to get Menards has like these small greenhouses. They're like 10 by 10.
Yeah.
And they're all like, you don't have to like build it necessarily.
Right.
You
You just you
pop it up
pop it
basically.
together, yeah.
I told him that once we do our little yard out here, I want to get one of those to have back there so that it can be not only a little greenhouse for me, but also a smoking spot where no one's going to see me. I'm tired of sitting next to my door and blowing smoke out the door.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I can't smoke anywhere else.
I know. We're so freaking backwards, but whatever.
But yeah.
Maybe someday we'll get into the 21st century.
So we can talk about the business in, Samhain. So Samhain is not about death. It's about composting energy to make room for new growth. You gotta take out your old plants to put your new plants in. I can't read anything. It's suddenly got very dark.
I was thinking that too. Do we usually have lights on? I feel like I don't.
No, I don't.
Well,
think
you
we
know
do.
what? It's because of the days, right? It's cloudy today.
So yeah, making room for new growth. Reflect on the harvest of your business year. I mean, obviously, for us, we kind of more harvest towards the end of like our end of the year of your harvest for the summer, and what parts of your business need to die off to make room for new cycles.
Yeah,
pruning. You got to prune.
I'm in that spot right now. I tell you what, that client yesterday, it was really pushing me to like, do I want to take new people? Because this is driving me bananas. These new people. And then I'll get a gem, and then I'll get a new person, and it's like, oh my gosh, I love you, and you're gonna be, a great client, and your cat is amazing. But I have to go through so many rules before I get to the, to the gems.
And for me, cat ladies are like hit or miss as
They
far
are.
as like how I'm gonna get along with them, because some of them will talk. I do not like that. But then I have some that are like super like I have some really great clients, cat clients, where they're just like, they aren't super talkative. They tell me what they need to. They answer my questions, and it's like super simple.
Yeah.
Just here, take the cat. I'm here. Here's the cat back. And the cat's great.
I appreciate the ones that are like, I've already found you. I know I can trust you. Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like, I don't know, it's just a better relationship with those. I mean, like, the one that I do fairly regularly, and for her, it was for a bath, and like, Meg was like finishing up with a dog. So, like they like finishing up handing off and
Yeah.
talking to her client. And so like she stepped out with the client for a minute to talk outside while the cat came in. Um and like it was such a quick handoff. She's just like, here's the cat and we're done. And Meg's like, did you talk to her at all? And I'm like, we
As
said
much as I
hello.
needed to.
I said hello.
I know what's going on as much as I meet so many of my clients right there on the porch too. Yeah. Okay, so I did have another new client this week who I went out to her car to get the cat because I stand at my door and usually I want people to come in and fill out paperwork. And she got out of her car and she had a cane and she was a little older and I thought, oh, I'm not gonna make my steps. So I went out and grabbed the cat and I just gave her the paperwork and I just said, you know what, just fill this out and bring it back. Like I'm not gonna sweat it. She'd already sent me the rabies, sent me a picture, so I knew we were covered. Then I said, just go ahead and fill this out and bring it back. Because usually I want them to sign papers before I take the cat. I made an exception here. So she forgot to bring the papers back. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll get them next time. But her cat was wonderful. She's coming back in a month for a nail trim. And so we're going to get the cat on a rotating schedule of nail trims and baths. And it's just a little short haired cat. She did really good. I got
That's the
so
thing
much hair
too.
off that
I've
cat.
been getting so many that are short-haired cats, and that these people want them done every
Yep.
month. And I'm
Yep.
like, I'm not mad about this. But
No.
this is weird.
Right, because that's not normally what we get.
Yeah.
So somewhere out there, they're getting some information that they should
But
be
I've been
doing
getting
this.
quite
So
a few
yeah,
of them.
yeah, I have too. So I'm glad for that because it's like, yes, please bring me your short-haired cats for nails and baths. Yeah, we
And
can
I've been
definitely
getting a
do
lot
those.
of like super greasy short-haired
Yeah.
cats too.
Yeah. Right, and this one was too. And I just told her, she's like, "But what can I do?" And I'm like, regular bathing. We got to get her on a regular
Yeah.
schedule. And I said, and food.
Yeah.
What are you feeding? Because a lot of this is just, it's
Yeah,
internal.
the food definitely doesn't
Yeah.
help.
So
But I think a lot of it too, they haven't been getting bathed. And so
yeah, 8 years old,
they're
just the
just,
first bath.
yeah.
Right.
Or it's ones that have been getting bathed somewhere else and they're not getting conditioned at all. But you can tell that they are deep cleaning these cats. So like they do it that super stripping everything off. So yeah, they're not greasy when they leave, but then they don't condition it, and so the skin just keeps over. And so I have to always explain to the people like it's gonna take a few times of
Oh
doing this
yeah, I tell them all the time.
before it gets to
Not a
that
quick
point.
fix, right? We're probably
Because
going to be working on it for. I even tell people sometimes it could take a year to really see that it's making a difference. Because
yeah,
they'll come home and they'll look really good, but then in a week it doesn't look like you did anything. They're
mhm,
already starting to get clumpy and look oily, and that's because, and that's I tell them too. It's because the oils that get stripped to make them really pretty and fluffy, they're gonna keep, the oils are gonna keep coming back. And if
yeah,
you already have a cat that's excessively oily, just stripping the
it's
grease
gonna
out
make them
isn't
even
gonna,
oilier.
it's gonna make them even oilier. They're just gonna keep producing oil. So,
Yeah.
but we'll get there.
Yeah, but I've had a lot of those like short-haired cats, and they're like super greasy, and we
Mm,
have to like go through that whole
yeah,
conversation of like
yeah.
it'll get there. But
Mhm.
excuse me, but everybody's been pretty nice, which is nice. Um, we'll see how my cat today goes. I had her come in last week, for the first time, and mom had said that she would send her. She'd never been groomed before, but she was like, "We'll send her with gabapentin." I'm like, let's see how she is first.
Right.
I want to get to know her. Yeah, she was very short temper
Yeah.
cat. So
She might
like,
need gabapentin for the vet, and that's why they're automatic.
yeah, but I like to know what I'm working with.
I
And
agree.
like,
I do too. I do too.
so then, yeah,
Bring them
she's
sober. Let
coming
me see.
today, and she's going to have the gabapentin again.
Yeah,
Nibbler, do you have a mat? I like how he's not waking up.
they don't care.
Zero fucks given.
It's, I found it. He doesn't care that it's there, but
Yeah. I
I'm
mean, it's
petting
going to
him,
get
so
shaved off
I know, but
today. Just so everybody knows, it is not like a mat. It is
Stephanie neglects her dog.
It is a small spot behind his ear.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's just one little, and I'm petting him, so I keep catching it. Sorry, baby. Sorry, I know you're like,
What were you doing?
Why you mess with me? Why you mess with me? Why? Okay,
Wow, we totally got sidetracked again.
that's okay.
So what parts of your business need to die off to make room for new cycles? What things do you have to kill off or to prune from your business to make room for new?
Well, I've already done it. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm not going to be taking on the spicy cats anymore, and
Yeah.
here's the thing about that is that we don't always know that they're
Yeah.
spicy until we actually get them, right? So I always tell people I'm always willing to try, but I'm also going to be I'm going to let you know.
Hmm.
Like this woman yesterday, this client, she was like, "Oh, he's not spicy. He's really sweet." Blah blah blah. Well, he might be great at home. He might be really sweet. But then she also said she's only had him for a couple weeks because he was with somebody else. So it's like, well, so you don't even really know what this cat's like. But it's like, you don't know just because they're sweet and loving at home doesn't mean they're going to be sweet and loving when I start, messing with them. They can be great. When I put them on my table at intake and I'm petting them, they're fine. As soon as I get them downstairs and get them out of the crate, that's when I'm going to find out if they're really going to be good or not, and this cat, um, he wasn't,
Yeah.
he wasn't, but, and I told her, I said, when she left, I said, well, I'll let you know how he is, because
Mhm.
I'll let you know. Cause I don't lie. I'm not going to tell, oh yeah, he was fine. And well, he got a little upset. No, I'm going to tell you. And I sent the woman a video. Like, I cannot finish your cat. And this is why.
Yeah.
And I am not going to be finishing your cat. You are going to go somewhere else because I'm not doing these kinds of cats anymore.
Yeah.
Because I have very few Saturdays opened. And well, technically I have none. I mean, I have a bunch of clients that need Saturday appointments. That would be the only place I could put a cat that I need help with. And I'm just not, I don't want to. I don't want all my weekends to be dreadful.
Yeah.
Because I'm dealing with these cats that are, that want to kill me. It's just, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it anymore. And sorry, Stephanie, but if you want to give them a try, please do.
Yeah.
I've been doing this long enough that I'm ready to go.
That's valid.
Not doing it anymore.
Yep.
33 years. I'm not doing it anymore.
I think everybody has that point at some point.
I stopped doing big dogs at a certain point, and and then I stopped doing dogs completely at a certain point, and now I'm stopping to doing the feisty cats. It's like this is just the cycles.
Yep. You're pruning.
I'm not entirely sure what happens after this one because I don't know what else I can prune out, but maybe maybe directions will change. I don't know.
Never know.
Well,
never know.
I am hoping to get some more speaking engagements, and maybe the I did reach out to that groomer in Libertyville for CPR, but I left her a message. She hasn't called back yet. Yeah. But maybe that'll take off a little bit more, and we'll see. Anyways,
yeah. So just like the Celts tended their sacred fires, we can tend the energy of our grooming spaces, clearing, blessing, and preparing them for a new season. All right. The final harvest reminds us to gather the lessons of the year. Ask what systems or patterns worked and what drained you. So, for you, it was the spicy kitties.
Yeah.
So
yeah, look at your schedule. We talked about this before too, like especially when we were doing moon phases, like where, when I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, what's the moon doing? Like, is it has anything to do with it? But look at like how you're scheduling those sassier clients or the clients that want to talk to you for a half an hour. Look at your schedule. Don't schedule all the naughty animals for one day because you think, oh, and I get it over with, because then you're just gonna
you're gonna end up
that
dreading that day,
and you're gonna dread that day, and spread them out, and or whatever. I mean, it's up to you. How I know that's what I had to do.
Yeah,
like I couldn't have all the naughty ones on one day because it was too much.
Yeah.
So,
well, I would like to talk about how I am harvesting my old cleaning list system.
Yeah, you kind of told me about that.
So currently what we have cleaning lists, our daily cleaning lists hung up in each room. With you can check it off. as you go. And then we have like that has all the weekly and the monthly stuff, which is fine. Like we can mark it off and stuff with the like
Dry
erase markers because they're all laminated. But I had noticed that we're getting a lot of stuff hung up on the walls now, and it was just getting a little too chaotic. So instead, I decided to make a more digital system. And so it's all on my website, like through my website. Basically, I will have little tiny signs that have QR codes in each room. And those QR codes, you scan them and it brings you to my website on a page that has the list of everything that needs to get done daily or weekly. It has the for each list, and you can click it off, or you can click that you've done it and then like submit, and it will actually tell me when things get done and who did it. If like if you say you were to do something in the daily cleaning list for the groom room but didn't do all of the things, so like you only did like 2 things, then when I go to scan it and look, it'll show me that you did those 2 things, and then it'll show what still needs to be done. So it's all digitalized.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm very proud of it.
You should be.
It's still not fully put together yet. Like I have to get the detail stuff, but I have the skeleton put together. Like the system is set. I just got to get the details in. So that is something that I've been harvesting / starting new. Yeah. For the, for systems or patterns that worked or what trained me.
Yeah.
And then let's see. Grooming as transformation. Every haircut is a symbolic type of shedding. Our clients are leaving lighter, and so we can too.
Oh, I like this.
Yes.
So this is prompts for journaling or discussion.
Yeah. So yeah, you should.
These are the things.
Write journals.
Yeah, this is the stuff that we should be putting like out in the group.
Yeah.
Try to get some conversation going. People, speak out on these. I mean, I know there's people in the groups. We have the Enchanted grooming table page, and then we have the Witchy Groomers group, which if you're not a part of, please come and join both of them. But we're looking for people to offer suggestions or just discussions.
Yeah.
Please, let's try to get interactive. I've been trying to post something every day. Usually I just kind of look at the moon stuff and I'll kind of go through that forecast and pull some words out of there. And, like this is what the day is, and I'll put them out. I just figured out how to make something in Canva to make it prettier, because it was just a purple background, because that was what Facebook gave me. So I figured out how to go into Canva and make, find a little background and now put that. So I'm excited about that. So yay, thank you very much for your
I'm very proud of you.
But yeah, please comment. Don't just like it, because I see a lot of people will like it, but nobody's actually like interacting.
Yes.
So please interact with it.
Yeah.
Like I posted, I know it was only a few days ago, about this recording and asked, if you got some suggestions, and nobody commented. So I don't want to hear it later.
Yeah, don't complain if we missed anything.
Exactly. I wish you covered. You should have said something.
So some prompts for journaling or discussion. What am I ready to release in my business? I'm ready to release some extra paperwork, basically.
Yeah.
What patterns no longer serve me or my clients?
Okay.
And then what am I grateful to have harvest?
You know what I'm grateful that I harvested this year?
Yeah.
The shows I did. They were hard work. Working in the booth is so hard. And every show I'm like, oh, do I want to do this again? But by the time it ends and I get a good night's sleep, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'll do another one. I'll do another one.
Yeah.
And I love the people. I really do. Sometimes it's difficult. There's some difficulties, but I really do love the people that I'm working with. And yeah, I'm grateful that I took this on. That you introduced me to it last year, and that I've kept going. And I already have plans kind of for next year. It's going to be if I get picked up for some speaking engagements, it could be a very intense year.
Yeah.
If I don't get picked up for speaking engagements, I probably won't do as many shows.
That's bad.
Just because it is a lot.
Can
But
be pretty hard on
but
our
I'm still
bodies.
I'm grateful.
Oh shit! I just realized we never pulled a tarot card,
Oh, we pulled it. We just didn't read
or
it.
we never read the tarot card.
That's okay. Let's just keep going.
Okay. Um.
Or we can get to it at before this next segment.
Okay. So a mini ritual idea: you can write what you're releasing on paper, safely burn, or dissolve it in salt water.
Didn't know you could dissolve things in salt water, but okay.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
something that I read. I don't know if it
Okay.
actually can work.
Interesting.
It was a suggestion that I found.
Okay.
You can encourage staff or listeners to do the same as an end of the year reset. Obviously, I don't think you should force anyone to do rituals with you,
Oh, no, no, no.
but you can make it
Yeah, absolutely.
something that you can open it up to everyone
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, why don't we all do this? Would you like to all do this together?"
What's interesting is like nobody bats an eye at, Christmas ornaments and stockings and getting the whole, shop involved in Christmas. And yet, you use the word ritual at, at
Yeah.
Halloween time, and it's like you're summoning demons. Everybody's up in arms.
Speaking of which,
But
do you
the
remember that?
reality is you're just, the end of the year reset.
Do you remember that sign that I got that says "Don't summon demons in the bathroom"?
Yeah.
Put it up.
Someone
in
summoned the damn demon.
No, not yet.
Oh,
But I did have John put the sign up, and it's right above the toilet in the
front?
front.
Yeah.
So, like, women will probably see it, but what I'm really looking forward to is the men when they're peeing and they look up and
And they
see
read
don't
Yeah,
don't
summon demons.
summon demons in the bathroom.
And they don't know how not to, or they don't know how to. They don't know what they're not supposed to do.
Wait, how do I do this? So yeah, that was just a fun
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, and I also don't think that you should do that with Christmas either. I
No,
agree.
you
But
don't force anybody to do anything.
but you can have it, if you all want to do it together or
Yeah.
just a group of you, you can all kind of release things together,
Absolutely.
and do a little ritual together.
Yeah.
Safely.
Yes. All right. I'll do the tarot pull. We're a little late, but okay. It is the Six of Swords, and it is reversed. So it is unfinished business, resistance, baggage, lack of progress, delays, mental fog, instability, delayed travel. Wow. So it's not
It's just talking about all the things that we need to
release.
release.
Like what systems or patterns worked or didn't work. So that would be what this is about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Crazy enough. All right. Next segment.
yeah. So honoring the ancestors of our craft. So in witchcraft, we honor our ancestors. In grooming, we honor our lineage of mentors and teachers. I actually was like, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking I might need to make like a little ancestral altar of my grooming mentors. I should probably try to get some pictures of them. People who stick out to me. Lisa Leedy's definitely one of them. Like, she's always been, I've taken so many classes with her. Or like Wasserman, but also like, some of my like closer friends. Like, I've learned things quite a bit from you, like
What not to do.
I've learned a good amount from you. But yeah, so I was like, I should probably do something like that where I can kind of appreciate them.
Who just sticks out in my mind right off the bat when I think of ancestors, I think of people that are gone, right? That are no
True.
longer with us. So for me, the two that immediately pop out are Jerry and Sally. Sally Liddick.
Yeah.
Sally Liddick was the creator of Barkley and Groomer to Groomer. So those are the two that really, really jump out to me. Sally she was a force to be reckoned with, and she created this whole, she created Barkley. This was her thing. And, because she wanted to bring the groomers together, and she wanted to connect groomers with her magazine and the groomograms.
Yeah.
She wanted to connect to groomers, and Jerry was so with the All American Grooming show and just the success of it and really creative grooming. these are icons in the industry that I definitely look up to and appreciate what they did. And I definitely feel like sometimes we're not, I don't look when I see where we're at in the show world, I don't always feel like we're honoring them
Yeah.
as a whole. I feel like there's some things that they wouldn't really like
Mm-hmm.
that are going on, but I just have to, there's nothing I can do about that. Like I can't change other people. I can only focus on me. But those are the two I think that really kind of pop out.
Yeah. I don't think I've been quite in the industry long enough to have like people like that are gone. They're all of my teachers, all of
Are
my
still
mentors
here.
are still here.
Yeah.
But in like, do you know the fit groomer? So for some reason I can't remember her name.
Not
Um,
Melissa. Melissa Conti. That's not. No, she's is she
no,
the fit groomer?
no. They still have like the business. It was run by two girls in Chicago, the fit groomer. And the one girl, it was like not long after I had met her, she ended up dying in a car accident.
Yes. Amanda Fauci.
Thank you, Amanda. So I would probably like I had only known her for probably about 6 months, but she was one of the nicest human beings.
Yeah.
She actually reached out to me first. And when I first saw the fit groomer, I was like,
Right,
but
because you don't know what to make of.
it was really just she wanted to teach groomers how to be healthy. Not necessarily like y'all have to be fit. It was I want you to be healthy. Like she had, you know, gone through like she had stopped drinking and stuff like that. So she was going through that and so she wanted to share that. Um and so I probably put her on my altar.
Yeah.
And then there was I can't remember fucking names to save my life, but there was another girl that I met her through another friend who is a groomer. And this girl was just starting out in grooming and she had just so much passion for it. And she just like, it was just insane. She was like the nicest. She was so passionate and she ended up passing away from a heart issue and very suddenly too.
Yeah.
So I'd probably put her on there too.
Yeah.
I swear I know her name and
I believe
my
you.
brain can't
I believe you.
bring it back.
I know. I know how that goes.
But yeah, trying to honor our grooming ancestors. But I do like the idea of, like, yes, I didn't know like Sally or Derry, but they were important people of the industry.
They are.
They made a
Yep.
huge difference.
Yep.
So you want to remember the groomers who taught you your first techniques. I will be honest, the groomer who taught me my first techniques, I appreciate that they did that for me, but we do not get along.
No, and there's also, some of those first techniques, like I could say groomers who taught me my first techniques, some of that stuff they taught me I would never do now.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that I know that I'll never do that again, that was maybe not the best. But I had a lot because I went to a grooming school, and when I went to the grooming school, I had two. Well, I had my instructor, and then there was the instructor for the other group because there was two groups going at the same time. We were 6 or 8 weeks apart. So when we were in the lab or the hands-on part where we were actually grooming, we had both of them to help us if we needed. And so I learned a lot from them.
Yeah.
And then the director of the school did some hands-on demonstrations, and she would occasionally come around and point things out. And I learned from her too. But yeah, I learned a lot, like from them.
Yeah. Also remembering the pets who shaped your compassion.
Yeah.
I already have like I save pictures anytime somebody sends me like postcards with pictures or if they send me a Christmas card with pictures on, I save those forever.
Yeah.
I actually have some on this. There's a cork board right out this door and I have some of my older clients that I no longer groom them because they're back in Illinois, but like they shaped a lot of who I am.
Yeah.
So I still
Lacey. Lacey was the standard poodle. When I first opened my grooming shop, when I had my brick and mortar place, the owners of the building had two standard poodles, and they would bring them and I would groom them, and they would give me a discount on my rent, which was all nobody, or they were winning in that scenario.
Yeah.
But whatever, it was fine. Their dogs were great. They were really good, and they kept them really short, and they were really easy to groom. But Lacey, she became my heart.
Yeah.
And they ended up having they were having another baby, and they decided they were going to rehome one of the dogs with the family members. So it wasn't like,
Yeah.
so they ended up rehoming Gabriel, the male, and they kept Lacey. And Lacey would stay with me when they would go on vacation. Sometimes because they lived in Pleasant Prairie, and they would drive her up and drop her off for me to groom. And then sometimes I would drive her home, or I would just keep her overnight and they would get her the next day or something like that. Like, so she became very much a part of my family. And she is the reason why I love standard poodles.
Yeah.
And she is the reason why I chose to get a standard poodle finally. After 18 years of grooming is when I finally thought, I'm gonna get a standard poodle. I'm ready. And yeah, Lacey. And she was around with Charlie when Charlie was young.
Yeah.
Lacey would come and stay, and Lacey taught Charlie naughty things. Lacey taught Charlie how to dig in the trash.
Good chocolate.
And she would scape the yard, and they would both go and in the neighbor's trash. I mean, like, oh my God, my neighbor's walking them home. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, she was very special to me.
No, I've had quite a few dogs that were really special. The one I think of the most is, his name was Henry. He's a little Shih Tzu, just all fucking muscle. He's just insane.
Yeah.
And he was a rescue. And when I first started grooming him, we barely got through it. And Mom had to help. But by the end, I could do the whole thing,
Yeah.
no problem. I was trimming his nails.
Yeah.
I do have a bit of a scar back here
Yeah.
from one time when he bit me. That was my fault. I had just gotten a groomer's helper, and I was feeling real confident in myself, and that was the first time I tried to trim his nails. And so I had him on the groomer's helper, and I had my arm over like this, but I didn't have the groomer's helper like tight enough.
Yeah.
And so he was still able to swing his head around. And it was right before my hysterectomy, like 2 days before. And so that was great. When I went to the doctor, actually weirdly noticed, because usually they don't like pay much attention, but he was in talking to me while the tech was trying to do my IV. And the tech was like looking at my veins, and he had my arm up, and the doctor's like, "What happened to your arm?" It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna live.
It's just a little bite. It's fine. But yeah, he's one that I remember all the time. And there was also Charlie, another little Shih Tzu. He did this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. That was just like, he was also like all muscle. And he would, if he got upset with me, he'd just wrap his like arms around my arm, and then he'd just like nails in and just like hold on tight. And so that's what happened. But yeah, that was a nice little scar.
It is nice.
But I love that dog so much.
Yeah, we tend to love the naughty ones.
And also remembering the clients who trusted you when you were new. I also like to remember the bosses that trusted me when I first was starting, and I was like learning
the
on
first
my own,
person that
basically.
hired me right out of grooming school.
The guy who hired me like at my first grooming job,
chance.
I was not ready to start working somewhere. But he took a chance on me, and it worked out for both of us. But yeah, like, I appreciate that so much that he took a chance on me.
I hope here's the other thing. I always see groomers, and we've talked about this before too. We're looking to hire 2 years experience. 2 years experience. You know what? Take a chance on someone with less than 2 years experience. We all have to start somewhere. I get it. Who's got time to train people? Blah, blah, blah. The school they went to didn't teach them what they needed to know, or taught them wrong. I mean, we always have, there's always somebody that's got that attitude. But the thing of it is, if we don't give them a chance, an opportunity to grow and learn,
then they're never going
to, and I know nobody's got time to hold anybody's hand, but then don't. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't give them a chance.
Yeah.
Give them an opportunity. And it might not work out. I mean, I
Yeah.
get that. It may not work out. I mean, this job isn't for everybody, but nobody's gonna know until they know.
Yeah. Create an ancestral altar for your craft in the salon. You can do a photo of your first grooming table or mentor.
I do have some pictures of dogs I groomed when I was in grooming school
That could be interesting.
33 years ago.
I have pictures of some of
They
Nibbler's
all look
first
the
haircuts.
same. They all look the same. They're all like bald. They're really all.
Some
Yeah.
pictures of some of Nibbler's first haircuts before I started learning how to use like different blades and scissors.
Yeah.
And I was just literally just a 10 nose to toe.
Yeah.
Um,
I did that to my dad's dog
yep.
before I went to grooming school.
But I didn't have scissors to like clean up his feet and stuff like it was a hot mess. But he was comfortable.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
A candle for wisdom and rosemary or clippings from a pet you loved could also go.
Caveat on the candle: if you're going to have this altar in your grooming space, you may want to just go with one of those little battery operated electric tea light candles.
Yeah.
Would not recommend having a flame going, but
we have a jar of nails.
yeah, I have whiskers.
Yeah.
I have whiskers. Most of them are probably from my own cats that I find around the house, but occasionally I'll find one from a client and I'll stick it in the jar.
Any long nails that we clip off, we'll put in our jar.
Did you see I seen this was a while back. Someone had their grooming shop. It was fairly new, and they did their intake desk, their reception. Toenail clippings, like a lot of toenail clippings that for whatever reason they saved them, and they put them they built this counter and they put the nails in and then they put that clear epoxy over it.
Yeah.
I mean, and it looked really cool. And then when you really knew what it was like, wow, that's bizarre. But it had a really cool look to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's cool.
I mean, I can't imagine how many toenails.
Small jar.
Yeah.
Also, I save really bad mats for our wall of shame.
Yeah, I have a mat at home right now from a cat. It's a couple years old now, but it's a mat on a mat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the little mat is rock hard. Like it is rock hard. So but I still have that.
Yeah. Discuss energetic hygiene. It's always good to clear out your space.
Mhm.
Use smoke, sound, or spray cleansing. Make sure you're cleaning your tools with intention. When you're cleaning, you can do little
mantras and chants, maybe shears,
incantations.
Yes. Got it.
So may these shears cut cleanly and kindly. Light or turn on a candle for gratitude and protection. Battery operated candles are still candles.
They are still candles.
They are still candles and they can still do the same.
I have these 3 Halloween candles that are battery that I usually use in my backdrop. And it's funny that I haven't pulled them out yet. I just changed my backdrop to Halloween and pulled out a couple of props, and I seen the candles in there and I thought, I'm going to pull those out too. And then I thought, I should have one of those out just all the time. Like that could be my candle. Like it works. Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea. And then have an optional mini spell. You can touch each tool and say, thank you for the work you've done. I release what no longer serves and invite skill, safety, and abundance. I think that's a good way to at the end of the day, just, tell your tools what a good job they've done.
Okay. Is vacuuming okay? Or is that too loud?
I should be fine.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess if the dryer is okay, the vacuum is probably fine.
Unless you're vacuuming back here.
No. It's mostly just the groom room. She filled out a form.
Okay.
The cat.
Crazy lady?
Well, she doesn't seem to be crazy. She doesn't seem to understand.
Yeah.
That you can't just keep pushing. So she asked for ASAP, of course. But I'm not going to do you dirty and do today unless you...
God, no.
I didn't think so. She filled out a form. So she did at least do the steps to doing the intake form.
Okay.
She said the rabies are today, so she doesn't have rabies. I guarantee it. So it'll be a while anyway because we're requiring that, especially for an aggressive cat.
Yeah. The cat that might bite you.
Yes.
Yep.
So interesting because there's the kitty. I'm assuming
What
this
is it with
before
tabbies?
any
Is it-
shave work.
Yeah, that's the same picture she sent me.
Okay.
What is with the tabbies always being cranky?
Habitude.
Because that's the one I have today is also a tabby.
Mm.
The one from last week.
Yeah, the one that's gonna now come in on GABA. And
Yeah.
hopefully that'll be
Nibs. Angie May.
what?
Here.
Yes, he says I didn't see the video.
This is the quick video I can show you.
Yeah. Where you can see him.
Oh yeah.
The little lion there.
Yeah. So his back is shaved, but it stops.
He's got like a cocker cut right now. A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But that's helpful to know that then I'm gonna quote her for like full lion cut kind of thing. Because I didn't know if we were just like spot shaving or if the goal is just like shave it all off, but it's bad enough it needs to be a lion cut.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I got the sides were matted, but like, and
that's
I
what
think,
she said.
and I think I got his full neck, but like his chest was tight and underside, and that's the spots where if he's cranky about this, he's gonna be crankier when you're trying to do the underside. So,
do you want to still see him sober first, or do you want me to? Because she's gonna have to go to the vet and get rabies, so I'm gonna ask her to. I'll be like,
Just
him on
let's
gabapentin.
go gabapentin.
Okay. Cool.
Since I see how he is.
You see how he is.
Yeah.
So I don't want to waste your time anymore.
Yeah, maybe if it could be a day when you're around, just in case I need help with holding, that would be great.
you have an e-collar?
Yeah, I mean, we have the space. He's gonna be in a space muzzle. I bet.
Okay.
We have the green ones, the half muzzles, and we also have the air
Full
muzzles.
space. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kitty's gonna go up space.
Yeah, I
At least
realized pretty quick, like,
At
you
least.
get the hat and put the hat on him, like I said, and this was these videos were taken when I put him back on the table.
Yeah.
Because I actually was like, nope, I'm done. Put him in his kennel.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, let me see, because I really like to be able to show them.
Yeah.
So I
just
pulled him back out and started shaving again and without the hat, and that's how he behaved. By then I knew what I was dealing with. I wasn't gonna let him at me.
Well, also because I'm pretty sure it's going to be after the pinball expo, because there's just no room for anyone to come in. That'll give her plenty of time to get in with her vet to get the rabies vaccine. So we'll see. This might just be a whole bunch of talk for nothing. Because if she refuses to do that, then
Not
she's
doing that
just
cat
gonna
without
have to go
rabies.
to the
if she's
vet
got to
and
go
get-
to the vet, maybe the vet will just shave the cat. And who knows, whatever.
I'm definitely not doing that cat without rabies.
Oh yeah, well I'm never gonna let you
Yeah,
do that doesn't have
Well, like,
rabies.
Some, like certain cats, I'd probably be like, like ones that I've done.
I told you I had Sam like I had somebody reach out to me when we were in Hershey, and so I asked Sam, "Can you just check the card and tell me what the
notes
what the notes say?" And he only told me because in my phone it just says help or assistant, but it doesn't really say. It doesn't really say right exactly what did I need help for, because sometimes it's just stretching.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he told me just the last thing we did. And so I thought, all right, I went ahead and did it. Well, then when I got home and pulled the card, I was like, yeah, see this part up here that actually explains why I needed you to help me. That was what I was looking for. And he just doesn't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I should have said
I would
was
have just taken
take a picture of the card
Yeah.
and said, it's what I should have said. And I knew that that's, so it is what it is. But yeah.
He's got to snooze so that he can be ready for his hair.
What I need to do is I don't have that many clients that I can't take the time to go through and check what's on the card and put it in my phone so that when they do
can
reach
check
out,
it,
I
like,
can immediately
right.
go, I'm not doing your cat anymore.
Yeah.
Instead of like saying,
I'll let you know how it goes.
yeah, I'm curious. Good.
Yeah.
How you
Yeah.
doing?
I can do that to the people that aren't my clients.
Yeah. I mean,
It's okay.
did she say anything on the intake form about the cat's behavior? Is that in the
Oh,
intake?
that actually is a question. I don't think she did. Because she said, like, where'd you hear about us? And she said Brenda. She said ASAP. Does your pet
Has your pet ever had any aggression with anyone? How do they behave at the vet? What words have previous groomers used to describe your pet? She said no.
So she
Fucking
lied.
bitch.
So she lied. So
Does she not think we talk?
So she lied. That's interesting. Well, I told you. So she used the word spicy, saying he's not spicy. So she knew that I already had. I'm not doing spicy cats.
So she was trying to get around your
So she's trying to get around that, which, like I said, I don't know. I always give you the benefit of the doubt and try it, right? That's fine. And most people don't know unless their
Okay.
groomer has been honest with them. They don't know. I'm fucking honest.
No, same.
I'm fucking honest. She knows how
Would
her
you
cat
charge
behaves.
more for matting? Is it tight enough to charge more? Because I'm going to quote her like $30 higher.
Well, you know I don't charge it.
That's no.
So-
Just like, is the
Yeah.
matting tight enough that it would take longer than a normal lion cut?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
She's being quoted 175. We're not going to see her, but it's okay.
That's fine.
Unless you want me to do otherwise, but it just seems like a liability.
Well, especially knowing that she just lied on the
She's-
intake form.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, this is what it's going to be. You have to go to your vet first. He has to come on gabapentin and has to have his rabies.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So
Wow.
you can let her know that
Oh,
it's
I'll be like-
because we talked to Brenda.
We spoke to Brenda.
And we've seen
so
the
we know how
videos.
bad.
Tell her you've seen the videos.
And we've seen, based on the videos
We've
we've
seen
seen
the videos.
and Brenda's account of the level of matting,
Right.
this is the price
Oh,
I
yeah.
estimate this to be.
Make sure she knows the job.
Okay, not you, her.
No, I know.
I'm just like, oh, why would you say
That's
well,
frustrating. And it's funny because that's
This just happened yesterday.
right. It's just happened yesterday. Yes. And like I said, she was very pushy. Can you just finish it?
Yeah.
Can you
Can you just
wait
give
for
him
her
a
to calm
break?
down? Like, it doesn't fucking work that way, lady. Like, I got you in the day after. It was a day after she messaged me. I'm like,
Wow.
I have an opening tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So I said, I have an opening tomorrow if you want it. Oh my God, yes, I'll take it. Well, yeah. And my bad because she didn't have the rabies. She told me she had rabies.
But the fact that she put in today as the date and then she didn't upload. Upload is not a required part. It's required to put in a date. Depending on the client, I either push for it or they've usually put the vet information and I can just independently check. But yeah, your cat did not, their expiration date is not today. I promise you just got the cat. And if you just adopted the cat, then it should have its rabies because the shelter. The
She
rescue-
didn't get it from a shelter. She got it from
Oh, like
family.
insured.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she needs to go to the vet.
Absolutely.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah, let me know. I'm curious.
Thank you.
We'll have to start watching for her to be slamming us all over because I'll
Uh,
share the video.
yeah.
You want to go there? I've got the receipts.
We've got receipts. All
All
right.
right, are we back?
Yeah.
We're back.
So we're on segment 4.
Which is
All right.
New Year in business.
Yeah. Samhain is both an ending and a beginning because it's the beginning of the dark half of the year. I don't like that they call it the dark half of the year.
Well, I think it's.
I
because-
understand it.
Yeah, to me, it's just the days are shorter.
yeah,
The days are shorter, getting shorter and shorter.
I
And
just don't like.
I know.
'cause
Well,
it
'cause-
sounds like it's like
I know.
Yeah.
Evil.
yeah,
Yeah,
bad half of
Right.
the year.
and it's not.
I like that half of the year. It's cooler. So yeah, use this energy to reset your business for the coming year. This is when you can raise your prices.
Right. Raise your prices. Review your pricing policy. What needs
Yeah.
refreshing?
Raise your
Raise your
prices.
prices. I know. She's talking to me.
Not just I'm
You were
in
recording.
general.
Raise your prices. Raise
In general, I say that so much, and like I say it a lot, but I also will say I'm really bad
at doing it myself.
at doing it. Well,
Well,
luckily
right.
Meg keeps up with
make
that,
it like
but like
if you do it you could do it every year and just do $1 every year. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't seem. I mean, you could do more than that if you want to, but like even if you're one of those people that like me, where I'm like, oh, I don't want to raise my prices. Do $1.
Yeah.
Just do a damn $1. And just let people know that every year my prices are going to go up and they're going to go up $1. I mean, I feel bad for people. I know because the cost of living has gone way up, but the wages haven't. Right.
also our cost of living.
My cost of living is
also
up
went
too.
up,
My
yeah.
bills, my bills are
So-
higher than they used to be.
So
and-
raise your goddamn prices. But yes, review pricing and policies. What needs refreshing? I would like to point out with the policies, it's so important to have an SOP. Like, have all of your policies written down.
Yeah.
All of your like things that you want done a certain way. It should just be written down. That'll actually be
Part of our grimoire.
yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be using once I'm finished with my cleaning list, I'm also gonna do some other like SOP stuff that will also be digital like that.
Yep.
But yeah, it's also good to review your policies, make sure they still correct. Things change.
If you're not, if we're just talking about rabies, if you're not requiring your pets that come in for grooming to have specific vaccines, and I think rabies is the law across the United States. I don't think there's any place that's lax on that. I think rabies is the law across the United States. So
but you should also check your city.
Check your state, check your city. But at the very least, you should be requiring them to show you proof of rabies. Now, I'm not the rabies. I'm not the vaccine police. If somebody brings me a rabies and they say, it expired a year ago, I'm not going to sweat that. Get another one, because legally, if something happens, this ain't going to cut it. However, I know that the vaccine itself is still good, but I only know that through research, right? And understanding what I understand. But legally, they have to have that. It's going to protect them if something happens. And
it protects. It's protecting the animal, and not even just protecting the animal from rabies. It's protecting the animal from a lot of things, because if you were to get bit and you have to go to the emergency room, they're required to make a bite record on that. So that bite record goes on that animal.
Yep. And the police are involved.
Police get involved.
And if they get more than one.
if they get too many, it depends on the area, I think. But if they get too many bite records, then they probably are going to end up put down. But also, if they don't have their rabies vaccination, they're going to be put on quarantine.
And they might be quarantined away from home. Sometimes they can quarantine in home, but if there's no rabies or it's not up to date, they can force you to put your pet in a facility to be quarantined at your expense. Not to mention the fines involved with having an illegal pet. So it can be very expensive. And people get pissed. Like, they blame you. Just another thing to blame the groomer for is they will blame you for getting bit. Not that their pet bit you, but you got bit, and now I have to go through all this. Like, you know how simple it is to just get the damn shot. And you can. I guarantee you, there are clinics everywhere.
Then on top of that, if they don't have the rabies and they bite you, you're also going through the rabies vaccine,
right?
Which is not fun.
No. Been there, done that.
Yeah. How many?
It is a series.
Yeah.
The first time you go in, they do 2 different shots. One is like an antibody thing. I don't even remember what it is, but they do that at the source of the bite. So like, I got bit on the thumb. So they literally have this syringe that's, I swear to God, it's this big around and this long, full of this pink juice that they have to stab in you over, and they can't numb it. I was fucking bawling like a baby. And then when they can't get any more juice in here, because my thumb was like this wide and the juice was coming out, then they take the rest of it and they shoot it in your butt. After that, they give you the actual vaccine. They can do that in your arm or your butt, and you get that, and then you have to come back in 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days for that shot.
Yep.
And that is this. I remember people, you get the shots in the stomach. I don't know about that. I know what they did, and this was just a few years. This was not even 10 years ago when I went through this, and it is no joke. And they did find the cat, so it went to the Humane Society, and they don't believe it had rabies. I don't believe it had rabies either. It was just a baby. But the fact that we didn't know and it was loose,
I had to go through it. It was safety. I had to go through it. So yeah, it was ugly, and I wouldn't wish that. Well, there's some people I might. But yeah, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So yeah, it's no joke. You don't want to play with that.
Yeah.
And it's death. It's a death sentence. There's no cure
Yeah, there's
for
no
rabies.
cure. Yeah.
There's no cure for rabies. So
You can also redefine boundaries. So
yep, I'm doing that.
your time off, your ideal
Yep,
clients,
doing that.
your values.
Yep, doing that.
And you can plan new goals for winter and spring growth.
Yeah.
It's a good time, maybe set some goals for the holiday season.
And
whatever
those
your goal
goals,
be.
you can have all kinds of goals. So here's the thing: like, I think about goals sometimes in like, I want to make this much money. Like I'm wanting tips or whatever. Like I've been saving my tips and toes money for my poodle, and I'm good. I got plenty of money to pay for my poodle, and now I keep adding to it to like I'm hoping to be able to cover the first year's vaccines and surgeries and stuff like that. But so that's a goal I have. But there's also goals in like, if you want to compete, start put that on your goals sheet and plan those new goals and how are you going to get there. Traveling, if you're going to travel or go to shows, I'm hoping for more speaking engagements. So that's my plan. Is I reached out to all these different shows that I want to be a part of, and now I have to wait. Now it's the waiting game where you wait to see if
that's
they're
the
gonna
sucky part.
pick you up, and you're kind of in limbo until they make a decision.
I think it's also important to, when making goals, make sure that is something that you can actually
break it into pieces.
But also just something you can define.
Yeah.
And like say, like, so that when you reach that goal, you're like, I have reached that goal.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be like, oh, I just want to, save money. That doesn't really do much for a lot of, especially neurodivergent people. But like for a lot of people,
there has to be something I'm saving for.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll put the money in a spot to save it, and then 2 weeks later it's gone because I used it for something stupid.
It's like, I
bought candy.
One, like for me, I don't know if you saw that I set myself a goal for next year, which starts kind of more this year. But for next year, I want to do an article in every month of Groomer to Groomer.
I missed that.
Yeah. I got their list of what they're doing.
Really?
What category.
Can you send that to me? Maybe I can write an article.
Yeah. I could put you in touch with Rebecca as well. But yeah,
Okay.
so she sent me the themes for each one next year.
And so how do you, I'm going to go off on a tangent just a second. Do you write the article and send it to them, and then they decide if they're going to use it or not, basically?
So you can do that, but what I've been doing is for next year, she gave me the whole year's worth, and what I'm doing is I'm breaking it into quarters, so I have to do every month each quarter. So I'm just starting with the first quarter, the first 4, and so I came up with ideas for each month and sent her the ideas, and then she was like, that sounds great, do it. And so then it's not so much of a like, will they use it? It's like, oh, they are planning to use it then. And then there's like a date that you have to have it done by. Like I have to have January's done by the end of this month.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, please send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I would really appreciate. I need more of those kind of opportunities to grow.
Yeah.
In a direction that's not physically grooming, because I'm at the point where I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be doing this much longer. Like I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can, because I don't have a retirement. Like so I'll be homeless at the end of my career. So
expanding into other things.
I need to be able.
Industry.
Yeah, I need to be able to do that. And yeah.
But yeah, I've been that's like a goal that I set.
I need to learn how to do those like little Facebook Live things.
Facebook Live thing.
Or just I mean, this is me putting myself out there on a platform that I've never done before, and I need to do more stuff like this.
Yeah.
On a smaller platform. Like I'm not about to take on my own podcast. That's not what I mean. But like I need to
I feel like I need to put myself out there in some more media.
Social media is
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. So
a pain in the ass, but it's huge.
yeah, well, and I don't necessarily want to branch out into every social media because I'm
You
just
don't have to.
I mean, I'm on Facebook already. I'm comfortable on Facebook. So if I learn to do stuff on Facebook, I feel like
Yeah.
that'll be kind of the compromise.
Yeah.
So anyways, I need to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe you can teach me.
I'm sure I could.
Maybe there's a class for that.
You can do a simple prosperity and protection charm. Dab cinnamon or rosemary oil on door frames or door handles
Tools.
or
Tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Wow.
That's okay.
I've also I see a lot of people, they blow cinnamon
Yeah.
through the door. I just don't want to blow cinnamon
No.
anywhere. I'm not a big cinnamon fan. It's fine in things.
Yeah.
But I don't like that they basically made it a flavor of its own.
I've grown to like cinnamon more and more.
I like it magically.
Right. I never really cared for cinnamon. I remember my younger brother liking cinnamon sugar toast.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, just give me sugar.
Yeah.
Just sugar,
Same.
no cinnamon, right? But I've grown into liking cinnamon, cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
When I was younger, give me a plain glazed donut, don't put anything on it. And now it's like, well, no, I'll take that cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
So I've grown into, and now I never used to like pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
I'm all over pumpkin spice. So
yeah. Visualize abundance and stability flowing in, and say aloud, may this space stay protected and prosperous through the dark half of the year. So that's stuff.
yeah.
I should do my oracle pull now. Nibbler picked the oracle pull, so everybody knows. And we're still sticking to our Enchanted Blossoms oracle. And this one is truth. See?
Oh, that's pretty.
So the flower is bittersweet nightshade, and the butterfly is the morning cloak. Native to northern Africa and Eurasia, bittersweet nightshade is an adaptable species that has spread across the world, so successfully that it is considered an invasive plant in the United States. It gets its name from its leaves, which taste bitter and then sweet, but checking this is not recommended as they are toxic. Medicinal uses for bittersweet nightshade were recorded by the Greeks over 2,000 years ago. It is listed in Culpeper's Complete Herbal from 1653 as a remedy for dizziness, sudden illness, or troublesome guests. The stem of the plant is still used to treat skin conditions. However, the flowers and berries are quite poisonous, and caution should be taken when tending these plants in a garden. As for its ties to truth, both can be quite bittersweet. The quest for truth is a journey we all must take, and it can be painful. Once discovered, truth can be the compass that guides you through tough decisions and experiences. In your soul, you know truth to be the absolute tenet and personal pillar through which you may effectively govern your life. Identifying these principles means you have a yardstick for when you are faced with difficult decisions or ideas. You can then make decisions accordingly. Your truths will be reevaluated and tested throughout your life. The truths you had when you were younger might not be the ones you hold dear today, but once you find your truth, it is easier to be faithful to yourself. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So we actually get a lot of bittersweet nightshade around here, and I have to keep taking it out because it is super toxic to dogs. So just fun fact there. Be careful if
Fun
there's
fact.
bittersweet nightshade in your yard. Dogs should not eat it. They smell real good, so a lot of times they want to eat it.
Dogs aren't so smart.
Yeah.
Except for you, Nibbler. You're brilliant.
I'm genius. I'm a genius.
All right, so that wraps us. So as above, so below. May your pets be clean and your spirit glow.